Let's keep winning. I probably just dropped like a bunch on the ladder board. No. Yeah, kinda. Whatever. Play like a monster. Wait. Skirt, skirt. Still didn't finish this. Gonna be risky. Just deck out. I think that's probably the most powerful gun in this game. Just the gun. Let's try it out.
What up, what up, what up?
What's up, what's up, what's up?
Scanning all frequencies.
You guys hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, bro.
Oh, okay. I was like, what? Oh.
Search and destroy.
Oh, we playing search and
Protect the
destroy.
objectives.
Hey, where y'all going? The B or A?
We're defending, so we gotta defend both spots, just in case.
Charges set.
You got 2 players possibly AFK? Nope.
Come on, people. Come on. Play. Fuck, yo. Stop camping, bro.
Protect the objective.
Just 3.
Bomb is armed. The mission's not over. Go again.
This dude is camp, yo. Play us regularly.
First off, bro,
don't camp. It's search and destroy. Bro, winning anyway, yo. Don't camp, yo. Come on, man. Yo.
Yeah, they can't hear us anymore, man.
Destroy the objective.
It's 5 against 3, and these niggas are camping, bro. Come on, I don't understand that.
There's ways to fight them through the camps. Just approach slow. No one didn't pick up the bomb? Could have been useful by now.
Behind us.
Last man standing. You know what to do.
all you guys,
This is going out your end.
It's 5 against 3, faggot. Shut the fuck up, nigga.
the team quit.
Play me one-on-one. Play me one-on-one.
They ain't them easy.
Play me one-on-one. You don't even build, bro.
Don't add me.
Nigga, fuck you talking about? Play me one-on-one, you faggot. Fuck you talking
We
about?
can do. Send me
Play
this
me one-on-one.
shit.
Stop talking shit, nigga. Play me one-on-one. I hate when niggas talk shit, yo. Just 1v1 me, yo.
Protect the
Real
objectives.
talk. It's 5 against 3. Of course these niggas gonna win.
Yeah, I know that. You could choose to quit if you need to.
Oh, no, I don't quit.
I got 2 over here at A.
The mission's not over. Go again.
Bro, so you gonna add me or what, bro? Bro, now this nigga's not beefing no more. What's good, bro? This nigga's scared, bro. What's really going on? What, did he quit too?
I was still here, bitch nigga.
Neutralize the objective. Charges acquired.
Come out and play.
Asset losses unacceptable. Go to ground.
The fuck? Hey, add us to the shit, be more. Be more. Let's
Accurate. Not great on damage. What? Come on now. Now you guys are just...
Porter just said.
About fucking time.
So what match is this? Anybody? No? Alright, cool.
I forget the name of it.
Hard point.
Ah,
Capture the objectives. Hard points identified. Hostiles have the hard point.
Camper, how was I supposed to know?
Hard point located. Hostiles have the hard point. Lost the hard point.
Wait, the first 30 seconds. This could take a while.
Hard point located.
I'm
Hard
sorry,
point
what?
is secure.
Stupid.
Testing hard point. Hard point lost.
Like, oh my god.
Hard point identified. Hostiles have the hard point. Hard point locked down. Contesting hard point. Hard point lost. Net call. Hostile Hellstorm inbound. Hard point is secure. Lost the hard point. We can still take this. Hard point identified. Hard point locked down. Hard point contested. Hard point lost.
What?
Hard point locked down.
We should.
Lost the hard
I can't really
point.
just can't win.
Hard point identified.
How do you
Hard point is secure.
Oh my god.
Hard point lost.
I guess next time.
Hard point identified. Hard point locked down. Lost our hard point. Hard point located. Hostiles have the hard point.
Good fucking game, boys.
Hard point is secure. Hard point contested. Contesting hard point. Lost the hard point. Recognize feeling buyer's remorse.
Their advantage. Guys play with the dudes and then just get them to quit. Oh, now it's over that side,
That was live, by the way. I saw all those hackery BS that they do. They want to keep the controllers clean, so they make it dirty. Just believe it, man. You guys play against me. It's not gonna be pretty for your whole entire life. You join me or die.
We're only as good as our intel.
That's what it sounds like.
Search and destroy. Defend the objectives.
How's they looking? Move back. Turn around. Could be chasing us out of here.
This is coming out your end. Eliminate the objective. Bomb acquired.
Down by the barrels, man. Watch out, bomber.
Planted. Hold your positions.
Group tight, group tight, group tight.
Pleasure watching you work, crew.
I got sus. Nothing else but look at my sus.
Protect the objectives.
Yeah, one or two of them like running right down the middle.
Keep up the pressure. Break them down. Neutralize the objectives. We got the bomb.
Attacking A.
A bonus to whoever frags their last man. The bomb has been planted. Our reputation's built on victory. Defend the objective. Down, we're not done yet. Destroy the objectives. Charges acquired. Dropped. Bomb acquired. A bonus to whoever frags their last man. Bomb is armed. Pleasure watching you work, crew.
I'm the best player on the wall.
Pokemon. Oh, my bad.
Don't mess with me, boy.
I don't doubt that, man. I don't doubt that.
Defend the objectives.
Don't mess with me, boy. Don't mess with me. Don't mess with me, boy. Don't mess with me, cuz. That's you, bruh. I'm DDoS, I'm gonna kill you in real life.
What'd you say?
I'm gonna kill you.
You're gonna do what? In real life? typo. Too bad it ain't typo negative. It's so positive.
Control. Prevent hostile forces from taking our zones. We're defending A. Losing Alpha. We're defending Alpha. Contesting Alpha. We're defending Alpha.
I always do that.
We're defending A. Black Ops forces are taking A. Low on lives, exercise caution. We're losing A.
Slower.
We're running out of lives.
Watch the back, guys. Inside building.
We're taking Bravo. No more lives, no more chances. We're contesting B. They're out of lives. Hunt them down.
Down the alley, down the alley.
Last man standing. You know what to do. Mission clock is running down.
No, don't worry.
Losing Bravo. One tango left. Take them out.
I was afraid of that.
We're only as strong as our weakest link. Not you. Switching rally point. Take all enemy zones.
Spitfire coming up behind you. At me.
Black Ops are contesting. Enemies contesting Bravo. Strong. Hostiles contesting Bravo. We're taking A. Hostiles contesting Alpha. Running low on lives. Enemies contesting. We're taking multiple zones.
You get A, man, so we get extra time. Get on A with me, man.
I'm working on it.
Just put them in there. Just clear that.
Fuck!
The mission's not over. Go again.
I like the name. Favored by God.
Prevent hostile forces from taking our zones.
Didn't expect that.
We're contesting Bravo.
Military paxers and shit like that.
Bravo lost. We're contesting A. Enemy lightning strike radar detected.
That's why y'all destroyed the game, man. Y'all don't make the game fun. Y'all destroyed it.
Enemy hellstorm detected. Overrun all zones. That one hurt our reputation.
Man, I miss good, clean matches. Yeah, wait, is the other matches on? Should take a break and watch these other matches. I think I missed the, oh man, okay, yeah. This will be my last one, I'll go watch the match. Ugh.
You already know how this is gonna go down.
Tar Heel, man. Tar Heel.
Control. Take all enemy zones. Enemies contesting Alpha. Contesting A. Enemies are contesting A. Taking Bravo. Taking multiple zones. Earth forces are contesting Alpha. Enemies are contesting A. Merc forces are contesting Alpha. We're taking A. Hostiles contesting A. We're low on lives. Exercise caution. MTC is dry. Give it all you got. They're running out of lives. Merc forces are contesting Alpha. Capturing multiple zones.
Like the mod attraction, man. You're doing work for me.
Prevent hostile forces from taking our zones. Merc forces are capturing B. Sending Bravo. We're contesting Bravo. We're defending A. losing A. They're low on lives. You know what to do. They're taking A. We're defending A. Net call. Hostile Hellstorm inbound. We're all alive. We're defending Alpha. The enemy team have no lives left. We're defending A. One hostile remains. Took this round, but we're not done yet. Capture all zones.
What?
Hostiles contesting A. Hostile lightning strike incoming. Enemies are contesting A. Capturing B.
Don't put that on me.
Mission clock is running on fumes. We're low on lives. Exercise caution.
Good, coach.
Battle's lost. Not smoke to regroup. Defend all zones. We're contesting A. We're defending B. Losing Alpha. We're defending A. We're losing A. Bravo. We're defending B. Losing Alpha. You're out of lives. Proceed on mission. We're almost out of lives. Losing Bravo. We're contesting Alpha. We've lost B. Hostile remains. We're losing A.
Close the fucking streets. Got shot in the back. Yeah, me too.
Stay in the zone.
Can't win
Going
gunfights.
around again.
Yes, dude.
Oh, we take
Switching
what do you call
rally
it? We cut all it.
Take all enemy zones.
Sorry, teammate. I didn't mean to kill you.
Hostile contesting A. Enemies are contesting A. Capturing A. Hostiles contesting A. Enemies contesting Alpha. We're capturing multiple zones. Good job. Hostiles contesting Bravo. Bravo secure. Enemy left We're low on lives. Exercise caution. Enemy lightning strike inbound.
Whoa. Got one of those on their side?
Hostile lightning strike targeting active.
Head inside.
Enemies are contesting A. All right. You know what to do. Taking Alpha. Hostile lightning strike incoming. No lives left. Fight to your last.
They got it.
We're winning this.
I'll be back on in a
Black
little
Ops
bit.
control all
Good game, guys. Alright. Oh yeah.
Journey, so will also fall.
Ooh.
Heretics take control. Maybe the final 20 seconds. Envy ready and waiting on next.
Trying to take care of that is Journey, able to do that seemingly with not too much issue. Does get traded, but while Envy is trying to catch these players rotating out of the old hill, all the players for Heretics just spawn up and run straight towards New. Of course, the spawns are going to be coming in favor of Envy. They can afford to be a little bit more aggressive on these opening gunfights. They take down Suckery out top. Around the back is Method Sick, who gets found by Hoop. Takes care of him, and Journey's going to fall as well. Perfect opening break on this hill for Envy, who should be poised to take the lead. The question is, how much time can they get on the hill? Because they're going to need a lot, because a couple players playing pretty slow right now for the side of Heretics. You got Metals at 3 and 8, Method Sick at double negative as well. And if they start heating up just a little bit, Heretics might be able to storm in this game.
It's a big 4 down. It should have been 5, but Metals was able to take 2 down with him. Hook has already earned his grab slam, and we've been kind of highlighting his performance so far this series. 13 and 5 to start game 4. 125 away from streaks. Best this grab slam. He's 1000% earning another one if he does it quickly. And if he can earn some streaks off it, the better. Here it is. Grab slam in 2. Lightning Strike and Hellstorm both earned. It's an opening which is instantly closed as Heretics fly over towards the hill, but the streak instantly invested. It's going to have to be hovered because Aches actually won the fights. Nothing but hit markers for the first Hellstorm that comes through, but she still had that Lightning Strike go BR.
And you'll take it. This is a ton of time going the way of Envy, and they should be able to get a lot more. More importantly, Aches getting some streaks of his own. And honestly, this just might be the dagger in the series. This is going to be a lot for Heretics to have to deal with. That Hellstorm as well. This is a vastly different Team Envy from what we saw on Frequency. They have warmed up in the series. Their trigger finger is feeling very nice. And well, Aches wants to rack up as many team kills in the Pro League as possible. Has one more notch under his belt, but maybe not too big of a deal because Assault has plenty of time to rotate towards New.
And you still have 2 streaks as well.
And Aches might be able to get the gunship. Never mind.
No. The only person on Envy this last get gunships is Silly.
Well, Silly doesn't even want to try again. He got his one, so he takes it off, said, no more, I've done my job.
First to get it. Set a little record for himself. As we now rotate over towards the second hill. Second rotation was pretty contest heavy in our first rotation. Neither team locking it down for a majority of time. Score 142-83 in favor of Team Envy. This is Metals will try and give Heretics as much time as possible. He slides out. Wondering if he was going to go for it. 3 players from Envy, they're staring him in the face. Now it's time to try and trade out the kills, but Hook's not letting you trade anything. He finds 2. Silly drops. Hook's still alive in Sushi. Journey still stunned for an eternity. He will surely fall as Hook slides out to go for the trade. But it's 15 seconds left of hill time, and it will eventually fall to Heretics. It's not enough to see a lead change, but they're back in this game again.
This is pretty good time as well. I think if you're Envy, because Heretics is starting to kind of creep into things a little bit, you might want to use either the Lightning or the Hellstorm to try to help you out here, because you want at least 1 for that middle hill, but 1 should be all you need, and well, the War Machine's going to help, if not the score streaks as well, but Aches is hitting players, but they're just going to slide straight past, doesn't win the gunfight, and well, trades come in, but mostly in the favor of Envy for the moment. Method Sick though on the pinch. He's got 1 teammate behind him, gets the gravity slam, gets taken down before he can use it. And well, Metals found himself in between a blue sandwich.
Yes, he did indeed. Hook hasn't slowed down, by the way. 24 and 10. about 3/4 of the way through to his second grab slam. Shows you just the pace he is playing at, the pressure he's putting on the map, just the overall score. For Methodic, he only just earned his first. As Hook with a couple more kills will earn that second. He's been phenomenal here in this hardpoint. Streaks dropped. It's the Hellstorm. It's not really going to find anything. Scrap time went to Envy, 187, 128. Heretics though on the new hill. This now is where you have to win the following gunfights. You've got to put the pressure on Team Envious.
Well, Apathy and Huke are going to be the two guys working on it, trying to come in the back. And Method Sick, well, if Envy does break into the hill, he does have the gravity slam and might have to use it because Apathy winning gunfights while climbing up ladders, metals, you expect to get taken down. He gets shot. Lucky though, trying to make the big plays. He's able to find two with the Tempest. Has players inside the hill, which he cannot punch to death. But it should be Heretics able to stabilize eventually. Trying to hang in this game as best they can. Still down by about 40 points. But with 20 seconds left on board, it's going to be close. But keep in mind, Huke still is a lightning strike, which is perfect for this first hit.
And that's the saving grace, right? In your Envy, you can kind of stop the bleeding just by lightning striking first hill. Really trying to put pressure on Heretics. For Method 6, grab slam's still available to use, but you expect to see that streak come in pretty much now. There it is. Hook not going to waste any time whatsoever. Now, can Heretics scramble? No, they can't. 1, 2, 3, 4 players, but it's a 2 and 2. Two of his own teammates fall, and Hook himself has to fly into the hill.
Still do get control. It should be good to get a little bit of time. Method 6 just wants to use that early. If he had found 2, it might have been okay. And there's just an errant war machine somewhere in this area, or sirens going up. I don't know what it is.
Sounds like a horror movie. It's a screech.
I guess it's gone now? I mean, thankfully, because like I'm not a fan of that. That's a little bit distracting.
A little obnoxious. You know, Metals with 2.
And Heretics is fighting, man. They're giving up 12 seconds to go their way. They're right in this game. Despite the lightning strikes, despite the 4 streaks they've had to deal with, they have the full setup as next. It seemed like a game that had Envy written all over it. But Heretics never say die. Vision Pulse coming in from Silly to spot this information out. Should be 3 kills, but Method Sick, even before he falls, is able to take 1 with the Metals. Just trying to buy his team time. Assault's coming around the back, but he's just winning the gunfights. And Heretics, they're poised to be able to take this lead, Ben.
They are, indeed. Second hill. Sandwich is coming through though. No one from Heretics actually spawned out. They still got back spawns, which is a little lucky for them. Now surely the pressure that Silly put on, the fact that he won that gunfight against Journey will force Heretics to spawn out. Envy looking to try and break. They will do so. For Envy, they cannot win here. Suckery close to some streaks of his own. Could that be the game changer? He needs to make sure he secures at least 2 kills. There's the first. The EKA comes through. He earns a lightning. Now look at the Hellstorm as he tries to just slide straight out. Not sure how much help the Hellstorm could actually be towards the end of this game. We'll have to wait and see. But the final 9 seconds will go to Heretics, and boy, oh boy, is this going to be a good one to close things out. 232 to what? 228 as the rotation comes through. Envy have control of Showers.
And he used the lightning strike to get him out of the hill, but they can always go in Showers, so you call that in right away. But it's tough to say. They're probably not going to find anything. You got to get the kills. The Metals actually runs past, but it is a 1-for-1 split, and Heretics are in. Basically a tie game. They're going to take the lead. Envy has to flood in the front. That means Heretics, well, they can respond. Flood with flood. Get inside the hill, but the kills go the way of Envy. They get that first break. Now they need to hold on.
It's as simple as that. Win the next wave of gunfights, you win the map. Metals with 1. Hook there to instantly trade. He's had a game of his life. 38 and 18. Can he find anything else? No, he can't. Journey cuts him down, but his teammates are there. Envy survived the wave and shut down the best in Division B. A 3-1 victory over Heretics. And that is going to give them a ton of confidence heading into Fort Worth.
Yes, Envy more confidence. They took a little bit of the Vamos and try to carry that as far as possible. And you have to imagine, it cannot be understated how important this series is, because think about the weekend we had. If it goes poorly, you're thinking roster changes, like they might self-destruct. It could have gotten bad, but they get some very big wins under their belt, which should be very nice for the team to have, as well stated by everyone in the run.
Yeah, only took a, what, 39 and 16 performance from Hook in a game 4.
Not bad.
It was that close. I mean, we'll take a look now at our Scuff Gaming play of the game. It's the closing moments really here. You see Envy, they're first to showers, but they recognize they can't sit in the hill because they know Suckery has the lightning. He invests the lightning and gets a little unfortunate there with the team kill, but it is a 1-for-1 trade. But you have to think, if Metals was still alive, how would the following of fights have gone? For Method 6, he's desperately just trying to stay alive as long as he possibly can. He gets shot from showers, Envy break, then it's all about winning the next gunfight's chance. Hold and you win the map.
Yeah, and of course now it's the point where Heretics, you can
I
see
love
only
the
two
way I
guys
can
even
see
near
this.
the hill, and like
This-
the nade's
this
going to be helpful, but
X-ray
there's just
right
too many
now.
bodies for Envy. Even after that lightning strike gets
It's
called
like a
in,
complete
players for Heretics
fluid
were so
motion.
concerned about the flank that they eventually just got overwhelmed. They didn't have enough numbers inside showers, which incredibly tough play call to make because you use the lightning, someone might flank, but either way, Envy secure the game that they definitely should win with how many streaks they got.
Definitely. 3-1 victory for Team Envious over Heretics is everything from myself and Chance for today. We sent it down to Jess, who has our PlayStation Instant Reaction with my MVP of the week, Silly.
Thanks, Ben. Before this match, Ix said something to me about, oh, it's a matter of making sure we can secure the first map. That'll give us the confidence and the energy to carry us through the rest of the series. So how were you able to get that confidence and energy despite dropping map 1?
Even though we dropped map 1, we had a lot of confidence coming in from our match yesterday, and we had a perfect map set. We matched up really well with Heretics, and we were super confident going into the rest of the series.
So looking at the Pro League as a whole, why have we seen seemingly such a different Envy this week as compared to last week?
I mean, all it is we just started closing out maps, we stopped choking, and we definitely should be 6-1, but I guess 3-4 is the best we can get right now.
You guys are on a hot streak right now, doing very well. How are you going to make sure you can keep that up for CWL Fort Worth?
We're just going to work on closing maps. We're going to practice on the certain maps we can't seem to finish, and hopefully be a better team going into Fort Worth.
All right, sounds like a plan. Thank you so much. This has been your PlayStation Instant Reaction, and we'll be right back after this quick break.
I need to go work out. 5'7" and 200 pounds. I got too comfortable at home for a while. Wow. Alright, 205 pounds. Sometimes it varies. I could lose it though. Just gotta drink nothing but water. And starve. You gotta learn how to concentrate starving. And they really taught me everything. Best way to play is at your worst. Always. What? What you mean? No, that's not the best. Well, you'll see when you get done. You have a full day recovery. You become a god. Huh? Doing check shots. But you don't have FMJs like that to do that, so... Yeah, FMJs. Somebody believes quick hands will do the trick, but... some cases, yeah. Looking at these. That's good, minimum recoil. Interesting strategy. Interesting setup. Ooh. Okay. Okay. Some interesting people in this world.
Welcome back to The Desk, where we did just see Envy manage to pull out a 3-1 win over Heretics. I'm your host, Katie Bedford, joined again by Nameless, Joe, and Study. Now, Nameless, right off the bat, in terms of Envy, what were you expecting that?
I mean, I wasn't expecting them to win that comfortably in the last 3 games, but I will say, I think that
what's changed?
I think their speed has gotten a lot better. We've seen Aches and we've seen Assault having a decent amount of interactions on the last 2 respawns. I saw Aches, he had more interactions than Apathy and Hook at one point, and I was like, okay, so you know he is speeding up a little bit. And that was one of the big concerns on the players on Envy, was they felt like people weren't baiting for them and stuff like that. And you know, watching them play that series, it sort of reminds me of Luminosity in Division A, right? Like in the beginning, they were just trash. They weren't able to close out games. We saw some signs of greatness of Envy, you know, early last week where they were getting to the end and they just weren't able to close out games. And now we're seeing them actually be able to close out these games. We're seeing the superstar performance out of Hook, who is your superstar, exactly what you need out of him. And the supporting cast playing well as well. We saw Apathy have a pretty good series. You know, Assault was doing pretty decent. And those are the guys you really want to focus on if you're an Envy fan. Those are the 2 guys that, you know, need to step up, as well as Aches. Those guys need to be performing consistent for this roster to play well. And on all 3 of those maps, they played amazing. Starting with that 6-1, I believe, or 6-2 dominant search and destroy.
Hugh on this map was unbelievable for me. He made an outstanding play. I just had to call him out for it. Metals was on the opposite side. He ran into showers and grab spiked 2 of them. Journey turned around and dash punched Hugh. But then off respawn, Hugh realized that there was going to be 3 players that were going to be pushed through their base because they immediately decided to rotate to the B side. Once he realized that, he just stood there on the top roof, just let 3 players go in front of him, killed the last guy, eventually went and proceeded on to the point, got his kills, used his grab spike to stay alive, and basically single-handedly captured that B flag by himself.
His grab slams were on point this series. Like, the best place, in my opinion, to use it on Gridlock is in that middle area of the map, in hardpoint at least, and pick up like 2 to 3 pieces. And, you know, somehow he was just working on streaks every time he got to that hill, and he would grab slam over, pick up a 2-piece, and pick up the rest of his streaks. So, you know, definitely amazing gameplay out of Hook. And, you know, smart plays as well using this.
I mean, he's not only doing it in the respawns, right? Like, you just see he's 37-18. Even yesterday in their match against the United, like, it was just him in Search and Destroy where he's putting over double digits. Like, the guy, it's tough sometimes, right, to always be in the right positions for timings to go your way in S&D. But once you find that rhythm that he's found, he doesn't have to be a superstar in game 1 if he's going to play like that in game 2. And then we can just see from then on out, like, he just explodes throughout the series.
Now, Joe, is it fairly common to kind of see a handful of teams start out strong and peter off toward the end, and then the Envies perhaps and the Denials that start poorly and kind of have that upswing?
I would say for a team like Heretics, so yes, you're wondering, right? For a couple of teams who maybe they dropped off their last couple of games.
Like
maybe
Splice
teams,
or Heretics, perhaps.
Maybe teams have just figured Heretics out, right? Like, there's a lot of people who, you know, when you talk Heretics, they don't practice against North American teams. They hardly compete against them. They hardly play against them online. So when they come into the Pro League, yes, these guys are talented, but they do have like a shtick, right? Like, what are they doing that we aren't doing? You know, maybe it's the map vetoes. People have figured out where they're strong. You can see that teams are starting to adjust to Heretics, but it's also when guys like Hook are playing at that level, Metals, Journey, Lucky aren't being superstars. We saw in map 1 where they do go off. Like, they were absolutely smoking Envy. You could just see in the score. But as soon as they slow down a little bit, it's almost like they're human once again.
Now, I wonder, Study, then, do you think, perhaps going off what Joe said, that maybe Heretics might be following in Splice's footsteps at this point, maybe kind of just going on that downward swing?
No, I feel like Heretics are just playing like to their comfortability the entire time. Eventually, as they go into Fort Worth, they're going to try to probably expand their map vetoes and stuff like that. I feel like they're just going to more prepare because they're going to be playing more teams than just the teams here. Dallas is going to have teams from Division A and teams from Division B, so they have to learn more. Obviously, they're going to be able to adapt and change a couple things up depending on who they play.
Now let's bring up our national qualifiers. We do have some information we want to share with you. Of course, spots are still available for those tournaments. The winners will get travel and accommodations to CWL Fort Worth Open Bracket. Registration closes in a few hours. If you want to be there, you need to sign up now. Of course, matches take place March 2nd, which is just right around the corner. And again, check at COD World League for links to sign up.
This is just an opportunity, right? If you're an amateur player, you know, from America, one of those countries, it's too expensive to get into an open event. This is your opportunity. Win that. Get your travel.
Oh yeah, I forgot I'm still online.
Like you said, hey, maybe that's that chance where you can go to the amateur part of the.
And I mean, we've seen a lot of kind of AMs coming up out of nowhere now.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. Teams like Midnight, a group.